Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Rubidoux Creek Outdoors. I'm glad y'all have tuned in. Hopefully it's my followers, my subscribers. I welcome you back. If you're new to the channel, hey, go down the rabbit hole, as they say. Looking through all the videos. Some you may like, some you may not. I can't please everybody, right? But hopefully you'll like what you see and subscribe for us, for me and Kojak. Kojak was out playing outside with his friends for about 2 hours, about froze his butt off. His temperature's constantly dropping. It's supposed to be around -8, -10 tonight, which is cold for this part of Missouri. We're getting a bunch of snow. I think we're supposed to get up to about 12 to 16 inches of snow. So, yeah, so it's cold for sure. So I'm out in the garage, my little ceramic heater, and it's still cold. My toes are kind of cold, but I think I got my feet kind of wet earlier. I was putting out some bird feed for our little birds. I call them my welfare birds, but my wife likes seeing them, but they're kind of expensive to feed because they burn through that bird feed. So, but anyway, today we are, I was going to make a video earlier today, but I got busy, y'all, going through some knives. I still got many more to go through. Some of them I think I'm going to clean up because a lot of people, they want a clean knife. They want it, it looks better to the eye. Just like you wouldn't go buy a brand new car, right, that's all dirty. For the average person, it's just dirty. But some people are like, they don't want to click on it, right? So, but I got so many knives. I just ain't got enough time of the day to clean them all. So I'm selling them. Like I said, the only thing wrong with them is they just need cleaning. And all these knife channels out there. Now everybody watches all these other knife channels. Even people watch my channel. Everybody wants to clean their knives. They want to know how to clean them, and they watch videos. They love knives, and that is 100% excuse me, okay. I like cleaning knives too, and bringing back the knives back to their glory days, as they say. But like I said, I just ain't nothing wrong with them other than they just need to be clean. A little bit of elbow grease and they'll be looking good as new, right? And be a good collection to everybody. And these knives are located on my Whatnot channel. Y'all go on there, same place where you can get the wax. I'm getting low on wax, y'all. I'm sorry, but this blizzard we got come in is postponed me getting mail out. And even the mail I think I got to the post office, I ain't even sure that they've even processed it yet. That I got out yesterday and the day prior. I dropped off. People have been buying them, but I'm running out. I still have product or materials to make the wax. It's just I'm running out of things to put the wax in. So I had to go to some little 4-ounce glass jars. So there's the same amount of wax that you get in aluminum cans, but I had to get some of my ball canning little small jelly glasses, and that's what I'm using. I sent out emails to a few folks that bought some wax, and I was just like, it's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to cover the cost of the shipping. If there's any kind of additional fees, because I think it weighs a little bit more than what I had marked as it weighed, and that's fine. It shouldn't be much more, but I will cover that part of the shipping costs. So they should be good to go whenever I can get to the post office. Like I said, the roads are black. And post office workers, I'm pretty sure, all cut loose home early. Like it's pretty much a dead zone. Getting that out in the air. Like I said, I've got it ordered. It says everything's been shipped. It's just a matter of when it's gonna get here. I've got some other stuff that I'm waiting to come in, but a lot of my products that I purchased from these small businesses in America, I just got to hurry up and wait kind of deal. But once I get it, I'm going to unleash the floodgates on the wax so everybody can get as much as wax as they want to. But today, I've got 2 projects. I've got a old Gerber sheath that needs some TLC. It's for one of my big Gerber knives that everybody gets all worked up over. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll show you. I'll get the knife back out. I'll get the knife. It needs a little bit of cleaning. It's been sitting in this sheath right here for a hot minute. I'm gonna clean this sheath, get it back to normal. probably will see it finished in another. I'll try to show it in another video. That way, it's cold out in this garage. It's going to take forever to heat up the leather, unless I break out the heat gun. And if I can speed up the process, then we'll get it waxed with Rubidoux Creek Outdoor Wax. The next thing is this old bad boy right here. Sheath needs to be cleaned on it. We're gonna use some saddle soap, and like I said, there's a million ways to clean leather. I've just been using this stuff because they've been making it for a long time, and yeah, it does good for me. So we're gonna clean this one up. This old Schrade, it's a 165 USA OT, 165 OT, pretty sharp for a fixed blade EDC. I like the way this one feels. You can skin with it. It's not too overly gaudy. I do have one of the bigger, what do they call it, the Deer Slayer thing? I can't remember what the model is, but I got one of those Deer Slayers. I mean, they're cool too, and you can skin with them. You just have to choke up on the blade to really do fine work when you're skinning out a wild game or cattle, whatever floats your boat. But this has got more of what I call more of a skinning style blade, but you could use it as a bushcraft knife, I guess. It's got a pretty thick spine on it, which I don't like going around beating on knives, but if you had to, you had to. But I think they designed this more for skinning. It's just a big skinning knife that you can use for multiple things. So, but either way, we're going to clean it up. And it's not bad. It's just been sitting in this sheath for a long time. I really don't know any other way to store them other than put them back in the sheath. The only thing is it reacts to the leather, and your brass will get the little greenish residue on it. But other than that, as long as you put it up with some oil or wax or whatever on it, it shouldn't rust. I mean, the green stuff ain't gonna really hurt it. It'll buff out. So, but either way, we're gonna get this done, and y'all hold on and let's get to it. All right, folks, here it is. This is the Gerber sheath, right? And it belongs to, hold on one second. Let me get it dug out. Y'all hold tight real quick, all right? Here it is. Here's Big Bertha. I'll call it Big Bertha. Big old Gerber. Well made knife. This is the original sheath for it right here. Some people like going in this way. I'm sorry I hurt y'all's feelings. Wherever way I put it in, I believe there's no right way. Let me take that back. The right way is how you like to do it. So if you like to go in like this, that's awesome too, right? That's pretty cool stuff. Put it in like that. Now I understand a lot of knives it's got a lanyard hold. The lanyard can hang out on the side and you can pull it out that way, right? Some people like going in this way. But see how it's kind of tight on this sheath right here? Because it probably was never carried like that. It was carried like this or like this. It fits just right. Like that. That's how I've had it, and that's how I've always had it. So, there you go. We're going to fix her right on up. This really needs to be cleaned again. I ain't cleaned it in forever. But it just needs to be wiped down and put some oil in it. Get some of the fuzz out. There ain't no rust or anything. But this is a heavy, heavy knife. Well made, good and sharp. Still got a pretty good edge on it. It needs some oil down in here. It's kind of hanging up about right there. But, I mean, I don't think these were ever known for having big snap anyway. But, anywho, let's get to cleaning this. All right, the only way I can do it is to start an assembly line that we'll clean the knife later. Put that there, because once I get started, which I'm not going to need this right now, we're going to clean them first. I'll start with this old Gerber sheath right here. So open your thing up, your lid, right? and you need a little bit of water. Just follow the directions, folks. That's about all I can really tell you. We'll go over and dab in some water. You don't need much water. Just kind of get a little bit of lather, right? Start to make a hole in here. Maybe get a little bit more water, you know. Get a little bit more in there. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Get in there. Get you a good lather, right? Get to scrubbing. I mean, get in there. Get to scrubbing. And what I like to do is come back through now. This is just me. You do how you want to do it, right? I always do how you want to do it. Whatever works the best. Just work it how you want to do it. Now, this is always kind of hard to clean right here. It's really, I don't know why they did it like this. I wish it was smooth like this on the inside, because a lot of sheaths are, and a lot of them are not. But all you can do is get a little bit in there and just work it. It's really about no way of getting that really clean. But hey, you never give up. You never give up, right? Never give up. Just keep going. Just try a different angle. Try a different approach to things, right? I'm giving y'all a lecture and some wise wisdom, right? While y'all watching me clean this knife sheath right here. Just get down in there. Don't be scared to use it. This stuff ain't that super expensive, y'all. It'll last. I mean, I've cleaned a many a sheaths with it, and you can see how much I got left in here. Right? This is like it's all about the prep work, man. Remember, always prep before you use this Rubidoux Creek wax or any kind of other stuff that floats your boat that you like to use. Always prep. And like I said, I'm sorry about knocking this camera around, but it is what it is. That's why I say it's hard to do work with a camera. So, all right, got that in there, right? So we're going to set that to the side. Y'all hold tight. I'm going to break out the brush. This right here's the key. Get you a little bit of water. Yeah, I got some kind of funky water going on there, but that's all right. Get in here again. Get that good lather in there. See how that lather? Look right there. You see that? You can do this for your boots. Anything leather. Just remember what leather is. It's skin from an animal. Right? I really believe it has pores. It's porous. So sometimes if you're using a wax, you can kind of preheat your leather up a little bit, just kind of warm it up, and it really does really good with this wax. It really does. Don't heat the wax up unless you absolutely have to. If you're in a cold environment, then do what you got to do, right? But I done gave y'all a whole story on that wax and how to use it. It's really simple. This is where that brush comes in handy when you kind of get in here. This does better than that paper towel, but I like to kind of what I call a pre-treat. Get in there with that little brush. I love these little brushes right here. Get a little bit more. Get a little bit more in there. Yep. Oh, got some dye coming out of the leather, or mixture of dirt, whatever it is. Right? I'm eventually going to have to wash that. Gotta get it good, folks. Come on now. Gotta get good. Making a mess, I know that. It is a little messy now. It gets a little messy. So, I ain't done with it yet. We're just going to get some of this excess off real quick. Get it clean. Right? All right, I'm about to zoom back out. Y'all ain't getting the full effect. There we go. Don't worry about some of these knives you see over here. Those are in a future video, y'all. I set them out there on purpose because I will be getting to them. Most will be going in my collection, but some may be on my whatnot page, and y'all can They'll be up for purchase. And talking about that whatnot, some of y'all may get on there and be like, oh man, he's wanting way too much money for them knives. Actually, I'm not. Actually, I'm jipping myself. I'm asking too low because I could get a lot more on eBay. But I hate dealing with eBay. I hate selling on eBay because they be getting some of my profit. So I'd rather lower the price of the knives. It's like you help me, I help you kind of deal, right? That's all it is. I'm being fair with my prices on my knives on there. Go look on eBay and see what they go for. And you may see the same knife and it's like, say, $8 cheaper or whatever, but it's probably missing something. Either missing a sheath or it's missing something, right? I'm just being fair. I try to mark the lowest shipping as possible on the knives. So, and like I said, once it has, I don't know if y'all know how to work on whatnot, but it has brackets, has shipping brackets on it. And if the knife, because you have to weigh, okay, the knife, paper slip I put in there, whatever little package that I'm shipping in, all that comes in, it all weighs something. So if the knife weighs 4 ounces and the shipping weighs, say, 1.5 ounces, well, that knife's close to 6 ounces, right? Well, I can't mark it. I don't want to put it higher than that because right now the average bracket on whatnot, you got like 1 to 3 ounces, and there's like 0 to 1, there's 1 to 3, and then there's like 4 to 7, and then so on and so on. So that's how that happens. Anyway, got distracted with something else. That's how that works. And what I can do, what I try to do, and hopefully it reflects on the buyer as a seller, I go in there and I have a food scale and I weigh everything. So if the package weighs, let's say if it weighs, I don't know, say it weighs 5 ounces, but it's in that 4 to 7 ounce bracket. What I do is I go in there and I adjust it. I can adjust the weight of it, and it should bring it down, even, maybe $1, maybe 60 cents, whatever, but it's better than nothing. So I go in and I weigh all my packages. I just don't print and slap it on there and ship it out. I try to save money for everybody, right? That's just me. That's from my foxhole, and that's how I do it. Because I don't want it, I don't want the buyer to get ripped off, right? So now eBay, if y'all know, I know all y'all be buying crap on eBay. You go on eBay, you'll see like, okay, let's say this knife right here, right? Okay, these ulsters very well, probably one of the best made, in my opinion, best made. I have a case one, and this feels better made than the case ones, to be honest with you. But to me, these are probably the best made of this style of knife. I've got a Powell, I've got all these other ones, and to me, this still is probably the best. It's the heaviest and best made. But anyway, so let's say the average on these are going for anywhere from, I've seen $39 to, I don't know, about 50, 60 bucks. All right. But go look at the shipping. Guarantee the shipping's going to be, if they're selling for like 55, 60 bucks, the shipping's going to be anywhere from $4 to $7. But I've seen them sell for $39, but then the shipping's like $16. That shipping ain't costing them $16. It's probably costing them about $5, $5 to $6. They're pocketing the rest of that money on eBay. So that's where people need to look at that. Like, this ain't gonna cost $16 to ship. I'm sorry, but it don't. Even as costly as shipping is now, it's still not going to be $16 unless you're shipping that sucker to Istanbul or somewhere. So just remember that. That's like I said, I try to be fair on my prices. I've done my research on everything, and the average on my prices compared to the other sites, I'm about 20 to 30% under on average. Now, I ain't say every knife, but I guarantee you I'm at least 10% under, and the shipping's going to be cheaper. There's somebody got on there complaining about, well, shipping costs more through whatnot. It does if the person you're buying something from don't adjust the shipping, they don't actually weigh it. They just kind of guesstimate. And some people do that. I mean, I'm just saying, I ain't calling out anybody, but they ain't going in there and taking the time to adjust the weight. They're just a one button click and on its way. So that's why, and I don't think anybody's actually weighing it. They kind of guesstimate. So they don't actually have a scale. I actually have a scale. Now, they do sell shipping scales, which I may down the road get something like that. But right now, I got a weight scale, and it does just fine. So, but anywho, all right, I think I'm done with that. This sheath right here, it's time to clean it off. Now, like I said, you do how you want to do it. I'm not going to sit here and get crazy with water because it just takes longer to dry. But like I said, you do how you want to do it. Whatever works for you. That's what's important here. I'm just showing you one way to do it. There's a million ways to do it. I've seen them. I promise you. I ain't making this up, y'all. I have seen it. All right, let's get to the next one here. I'm gonna have to eventually go in. I'm gonna have to take a pause and go cook some supper. Got to feed old Kojak. I know, y'all. Kojak, I gotta feed him. Feed my wife. I'm not sure what I'm gonna cook. I think he wants like a little hamburger, and then I may do something. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I may make another salad. I've been making some grilled steak salad. Sounds pretty good, but I don't know. I gotta see what the wife wants to do. She may be cooking something, but I may cook something myself for the family. I don't mind doing that. Right? Guys can cook too. So, but anyway, this sheath wasn't really that bad. That old Gerber sheath's pretty pitiful, but it was pitiful looking when I got it. And honestly, y'all, all I did was I had some that sheath. I used some kind of old mink oil or something on it one time, but I never did clean it. It was dirty. It was dirty when I got it. I forgot where I got that knife from. Something. It was in a store, pawn shop, or something while back. That's where I got it. But going back to the whatnot, I'm selling a lot of these knives because I've just acquired so many, and some of them, like I said, they do need cleaning, but that's really all they need, cleaning and put an edge on them. It's only so much time a day, and I've got so many dang knives I need to clean. Some for my personal, some that I may clean up and sell, and some I need to, I just need to clean and put them up. Some I want to keep, and I've only got so much time in the day. That's it. That's all I got. All right. All right, folks. I done these sheaths probably. I cleaned them about 2 hours ago. Tom went in and visited with the family and cooked supper and ate and all that kind of stuff. And I came back out here and just kind of went back over it a little for about a couple minutes with the heat gun. It's still kind of warm a little bit, but pretty much dry. I'm not gonna stress too much about it. I do want to clean these brass pieces up. Give me a second. Get some more of this old good old never dull. Just get a little small piece. Don't need much. Just kind of clean the brass up a little bit on the rivets or whatever you want to call these buttons. Just want to just kind of clean them up a little bit while I can. It's like, why not? Why not clean them? So we'll get down up in there. Probably use a Q-tip or something to get down in here, but they're not too bad. Dude, you need to hurry up. Well, I'm getting there. Here you go. Some Rubidoux Creek Outdoors. Y'all saw me clean it. I got it dry for the most part. Yeah, if I could do it maybe a little bit different, I'd probably let it dry a little bit more, but it's pretty dry. Like a heat gun speeds it up. So get some of this wax, right? Get down, look there. You want to get a little bit, right? And just massaging it in there. Just massaging it in there. And it's going to get a little darker, folks. That's just what it does. Y'all got to understand that. It'll get a little darker and it'll dry. It'll lighten back up when it dries back up. Get down up in there above those crevices, because if they're going to break, they like to break right up here on these sheaths and right here. There's your weak points. Most of the time. Like I said, this is Gerber, Portland, Oregon, USA on here. Can't hardly see it now. It's all greased up. And like I said, you can do one coat, massage it in. I'm using gloves just because I don't want the stuff all over my hands at this moment. But, you know, like I said, I've done it without gloves. It ain't gonna hurt me. It's all food grade materials in here. I mean, I'm not telling y'all go eat it now, but it's like you can use it on your kitchen utensils, and you know, wipe the excess off, of course, because you don't want to be tasting the wax. But you don't have to worry about the chemicals in it hurting you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not allergic to any of the things that are in there. I'm not gonna go in detail on what all that is. I said it in a prior video. You're gonna have to go look that up. But it's nothing crazy. It's just all about the ratio. All about the ratio. I want to get in here good, because this is the breaking point on these old sheaths when they get dry rotted. They get down in here. All down in here. Probably about all it's going to soak up right now. Like I said, I can come back in a day or two and reapply it again. But that's all. I ain't going to put no more on it for now. Like I said, I got to come back, reevaluate the situation, and see what the old leather did. Did it soak up, or what did it do? So she's got old stains and stuff in it. I try my best to get out. Y'all saw how I washed it multiple times. It's just going to do what it's going to do. All right. Like I said, it's soaking in pretty good, but for this video, like I said, I'm not going show y'all me greasing it up a second time. But you can let it dry a little bit and take you a brush and, you know, horsetail hair brush, and just kind of, it should buff up and shine pretty good, right? And here's the other sheath. Here's the other sheath right here. Wax it up. Now listen, I didn't say it, but I don't know how many times. We have a winter storm right now here in this parts of the Missouri where I'm at, and mail is kind of slow or even delayed. By how many days, I don't know. A lot of people's ordered some knives. They've ordered some other stuff from my Whatnot channel, and I will my plan is to print the labels and get it packaged up and get it ready. But like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to drop it off. My safety is more important than packages. Hopefully y'all understand that, and I'm sure most of y'all do. Some of y'all have already reached out to me and said, "Oh, don't you good, brother? Y'all just take care," and that's what you should be doing. Your human life is more important. So, but I don't like sitting on things like that. I get kind of impatient, and I like to get it out because I know I hate waiting on packages, and I know y'all probably hate waiting on packages. See, that's about all it's going to take right now. It's going to have to dry, and I'll put another coat on it. But this sheath was pretty decent shape already. Like, it wasn't super dried out other than these little strap right here, but I always want to get down here on these edges. It help kind of keep it from dry rotting and all that stuff. But that's it. Let me massage a little bit more. You saw how shiny that is, but it's high carbon steel. More likely it's 1095 is what they made these blades out of. Either 1095, 1085, or 1075. I doubt it was 1065, but it could be. But more like it's probably 1095. That's like your jack of all trade steel. It really is. It's one of the easiest to work with, and it can get up a pretty high Rockwell hardness if you do it right, and just a good steel to work with. That's why a lot of knives companies make it. It's not super expensive to make. It's just a good old steel. Been making it for a long time. But that's it right there. Greased up that plastic. That plastic gets dry. That Delrin type of plastic composite stuff. It gets dry. It'll kind of soak that stuff up too. I'm gonna come back and let it sit. Let these pores absorb it, and then I'm gonna wipe it off. All right. Kind of just wiped them over. You can take a brush. I ain't digging my brush out. I got it put up actually. I'm not gonna dig it out, but just kind of brush it over with this rag. It does pretty good. See, shines up pretty good, like that. That one's good to go. It'll lighten up a little bit once it gets getting some of the excess off, I guess you would say. Turned out good though. It really did. Get some excess off the blade here. Brass guard. Well, tell me what y'all think. I think it turned out really good. It looks good. It's got a pretty good little edge on it now. It's not hair shave or nothing, but you could cut up some meat with it, but I don't know. I may tweak around with it a little bit, but I ain't gonna do it in this video. Y'all seen me sharpen knives. It's just this one's almost too much for this sharpener. You have to kind of be careful on how it just have to be careful. This is really for pocket knives or small fixed blades, but this is getting on that long side, in my personal opinion. But anywho, yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think. I think everything looks good. Let's see what it looks like inside the sheath. Definitely snaps a lot better since I got all that crud. Probably had bodily parts inside of it from cleaning the animal, but ain't too shabby. It really ain't. I like this knife. It's not too overly big where there's not practical far as like cleaning an animal, but it ain't quite big enough for like what I call bushcraft. But I mean, I guess you could use it, but it's still not quite in that bushcraft realm. I mean, like I said, they really designed this for kind of a frontier. It's just a skinning knife. I mean, it's just a big, see how the blade's shaped? Got that nice swept bevel in it. I mean, it's for cleaning an animal, but I'm sure there's other knives out there better, you know, but hey, they designed it and they did good. Hey folks, hopefully y'all liked the video. Try not to make it too boring, but something a lot of these things y'all are getting to see is things I want to get done. There's like, hey, I want to clean that. I need to clean that. I want to clean this. I want to clean that. So y'all are getting to see it as I do it. So it ain't something I'm like, you know what? Let me think of something I need to clean to put it in a video. But that's not what I'm doing. Actually, there's things I want to do. Some things I do without filming, and some things I'll drop it into a film so y'all can see it. I keep looking back over here. Good old saddle soap. But I got it out with my brush because either the next video or the one after that one, I'm going to try to get it done tomorrow or whenever I can. I'm going to call it the 25 Alt T Rodeo. Why, may you ask why that is? That's a good question. So, I found this sheath. I got this sheath for like $2 in a pawn shop. It just needs a good cleaning. We're gonna bring this one back to life the best we can, make it usable. Hopefully I can keep it from splitting right here. It's usually where it splits there and then right here. But try to clean this up best I can. And go clean this. This sheath belongs to one of these. It came with one of the 25 Alt T's, which it came with this one right here. So it came with that knife. I've had this I found this back in the early 2000s. Forgot where I found it at. It might have been in a gun and knife show or something, but either way, that's where it's at, and it's been sitting in this sheath. I never hardly carried it, but it had some pocket worn then. So it's kind of what I'm trying to get around to. So I didn't really carry it that much. It was just kind of what it looked like when I got it, and that was early 2000s. But I got this one I want to clean, and then these other two. They're not too bad of shape. Really not. It's just these are missing the shields. But I'm not gonna let that get me down, right? We're gonna clean them up. That's why I'm calling it the Schrade 25 Alt T Rodeo. I'm just gonna be like an assembly line. Boom, boom, clean each step. Each side, each step's gonna be try to mirror each one, just so I can get it done quicker. But I'm gonna clean them up, and then I'm gonna try to. There's some, I think either Amazon or some other site you can buy these little placards. Now they're probably the ones they make for China, so they're not quite exactly the same, I don't think, as the original ones. But either way, it still works better than nothing, right? So. But we're going to clean them, get them everything greased up best we can, and go from there. So I thought that'd be kind of cool. It's definitely a different age in these knives, because why you ask? I think it's because the tang stamps are different than each one, and that's something we'll have to look at when we get closer to that video, and y'all see it in the video. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let me look at this one real quick. Yeah, so they're different. I think they're ones. I don't know which one's older. We're gonna have to. We might have to look it up, but if we can, I usually don't find a whole lot of stuff on old timers. And a lot of these books, especially this book right here, like it have charade in it, but it don't go in depth on the old timer line. So, which is kind of interesting to me. But either way, hey, we're snowed in here. It's cold. I think the coldest morning's supposed to be tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. It's supposed to be around -8 to -10 here in Missouri. I know up north they're probably gonna get blasted -30, -40 when you get close to Iowa and South Dakota and North Dakota. But it's pretty rough. But hey, hopefully we can get through it. So y'all stay positive, stay motivated, stay vigilant in this crazy world, and hopefully y'all get to see some more videos, and hopefully I can get these videos out without the internet or electricity going out. Knock on wood. And if y'all haven't subscribed, please do. Like I said, we kind of go over all kinds of stuff. Here lately, I've been doing a lot of knife stuff because I ain't really nothing else to do. The past couple of days it's been so cold and snowed in and whatnot. So, but other than that, y'all take care, and I will hope to see y'all next time, all right?
This is how we country down in the boondocks. This is how we